In a world grappling with pressing global issues, a new era of urban development has emerged, promising to deliver high-tech cities designed for the 21st century. These ambitious cities aim to meet the demands of sustainability, affordability, and livability. With cutting-edge technology and infrastructure, they offer an exciting opportunity to create innovative and sustainable communities, tackling the challenges of the future. Come, join us on a journey to discover the secrets and wonders of these 10 cities set to shape our future. Let's dive in 10 ambitious cities set to be built in the coming decades. Number 1. The Line, Saudi Arabia. For too long, humanity has existed within dysfunctional and polluted cities that ignore nature. Now a revolution in civilization is taking place. Imagine a traditional city and consolidating its footprint, designing to protect and enhance nature. The Line will be home to 9 million residents and will be built with a footprint of just 34 square kilometers, and we are designing it to provide a healthier and more sustainable quality of life. The Line's communities are organized in 3 dimensions. Residents have access to all their daily needs within 5-minute walk. Neighborhoods and the Line's infrastructure makes it possible to travel end-to-end in 20 minutes with no need for cars, resulting in zero carbon emissions by leveraging AI technology. Services are autonomous, saving you time and effort. Designed by world-leading architects, the Line is 500 meters tall, 200 meters wide, 170 kilometers long and housed within an elegant mirror glass facade. Intelligent solutions create efficiency and year-round temperate microclimate with natural ventilation. Energy and water supplies are 100% renewable. The Line is designed as a series of unique communities offering a wealth of amenities, providing equitable views and immediate access to the surrounding nature, with 40% of the world accessible within 6 hours. At the heart of the globe's key trade routes, a place for commerce and communities to thrive like nothing on earth seen before. The Line, the city that delivers new wonders for the world. Number 2. Telosa, USA. Telosa is a new city that is being planned to be built in the United States. The project was announced in September 2021 by American billionaire Mark Lore. The city is planned to have a population of 5 million people by 2050, with the first phase of construction expected to house 50,000 people. The location of the city has not been chosen yet, but the plan is to build it on cheap land in the Appalachia or the American West Desert. The name Telosa comes from the ancient Greek word telos, which means purpose. The city is planned to be a 15-minute city, where people can easily get to their workplaces, schools, and shops within 15 minutes. Cars that use fossil fuels will not be allowed in the city. Instead, people will use walking, scooters, bicycles, and electric cars. A big skyscraper called Equitism Tower is also planned to be built as a symbol of the city. The tower will have space for water storage, farms, and solar panels. The land ownership in the city is based on Georgist principles, which means that anyone can build, keep or sell a home, building or any other structure, and residents will share ownership of the land as a community. Number 3. Biodiversity, Malaysia. Malaysia is building 3 artificial islands off the coast of Penang that will focus on sustainability, biodiversity, and livability. The islands will have mixed-use districts for housing, green spaces, beaches, urban wetlands, and technology hubs. They will be car-free and have autonomous public transport networks, cycle lanes, and elevated boardwalks for pedestrians. The buildings will be constructed from sustainable materials and the islands will be powered by renewable energy. The islands will also have ecological corridors to connect forest reserves and coastal beaches and provide safe passage for animals and aquatic life. The project is being developed by Bajar Ke Angels Group and is part of the Penang 2030 vision to enhance Malaysia's livability, economy, and environment. Number 4. New Administrative Capital, Egypt. Egypt is building a new capital city called the New Administrative Capital to address the issues of population growth and provide better housing and employment opportunities. It will be located on the border of Badr city between Cairo and Suez and is expected to accommodate up to 40 million people by 2050. The city will have a smart design that adapts to the needs of a growing population and welcomes people of all income levels and cultures. The master plan includes building on an area of 700 square kilometers, the size of Singapore. Number 5. Amaravati, India. A new city called Amaravati is being built in southeast India on 217 square kilometers of farmland along the Krishna River. The city is being designed as an urban utopia and will be the new capital of Andhra Pradesh state. The city will have a 5.5 kilometer long and 1 kilometer wide Central Park-inspired green spine in the center and will be powered by solar panels on rooftops. The city will also have cycling routes, electric vehicles, and water taxis for transportation, an irrigation system that uses recycled water, and shaded streets to encourage walking. The total cost of the project is estimated to be $6.5 billion. The city is being built quickly and is expected to be mostly finished by 2021. The city is expected to attract talent from around India and create 430,000 jobs. The population of the city is expected to reach 3.5 million in 35 years. Number 6. Smart Forest City, Mexico. Smart Forest City, Cancun is a new type of city that will be built in Cancun, Mexico. It will be able to hold up to 130,000 people and will be different from other cities because it will be surrounded by green spaces. The city will have 400 hectares of green spaces with 400 different types of plants and trees. These plants and trees will help to absorb carbon dioxide and make the city more environmentally friendly. The city will also be self-sufficient in terms of food and energy by using solar panels and agricultural fields. The city will also have a system of canals to distribute water and people will mainly use electric and semi-automatic transportation. The city will also have a center for advanced research to study sustainability and the future of the planet. This center will welcome researchers and students from all over the world. Number 7. The Orbit, Canada. The Orbit is a plan to create a new type of community in Innisfil, a small town in Canada. The project will include new technologies like a network of internet-connected streets and infrastructure and will be built around a new transit hub that will make it easier to travel to nearby cities like Toronto. The project has the potential to be very large and could include things like driverless cars and green spaces. Innisfil has a history of experimenting with new technologies, like being one of the first places to pilot Uber ride-sharing. The design of the city will be unique, with streets that are a mix of circles and squares, and an emphasis on balancing urban and rural living. Number 8. Maldives Floating City, Maldives. The Maldives government plans to build a floating city to offer a housing solution to rising sea levels and global temperature increases. 80% of the country is less than 1 meter above sea level, and is predicted to be uninhabitable by 2100. Construction of the development is planned to begin later this year and will be 10 minutes by boat from the Maldivian capital May. The development will be composed of a series of hexagonal islands shaped like a local coral called brain coral and will include houses, hotels, restaurants, shops, a hospital, a school and a government building. The development will be fully completed by 2027 and residents will be able to move to the city in 2024. Number 9. Chengdu Future City, China. This competition is asking for a new plan for the innovation industry in Chengdu, China. The current plans for the industry are not specific and use a generic model for urban planning. The goal is to create a new type of plan that combines urban and rural qualities and is more sustainable. The plan will be divided into 6 clusters, each with a different focus on architecture and how it relates to the local environment. The living cluster will have a commercial area on the bottom and residential on top and will feature a reservoir at the center. The university cluster will have landscaped terraces and a biofiltration system. The laboratory cluster will be located in a wetland area and will have research gardens and farming systems on the roofs of the buildings. The market cluster will be an elevated grid structure and will use hydropower. The public cluster will be a transportation-focused area with public spaces and will include a science and technology park. The government cluster will sit on top of a hill and will have office buildings and plant and wetland incubators. The plan will also be car-free and will have a smart mobility network for automated vehicles. The goal is to create a dynamic environment that inspires innovation.